Now here I have a book that intrigued me when I first saw it, Art with Markers by Angela Pan. Tips and techniques for getting the most out of your paint markers. Now I have Posca markers. I've never painted a whole picture with Posca markers. I've used them for small areas in mixed media, for patterns and for writing. So I went along and found out that Angela has a YouTube channel and her paintings are absolutely fascinating. So I thought I'd have a look at her book. Now this has just been published in October 2024 in the UK and it has 144 pages. We start with an introduction, the basics, we've got some like practices. I think these are just your little practices, and then we've got composition, atmosphere and light, cast, shadow and texture, and helpful tips. And then we have the projects, and these projects are from places all around the world, so there's quite a variety. So these are all landscape projects. So we have the introduction by Angela, and she's mentioned we've got Posca or Molotow acrylic paint markers. I only have Posca. I've never had the others, so I think you just can use whichever you have, or if you have another type of paint marker, acrylic paint marker, you can match the colours and try and find similar colours. So we start with basics, and here we've got some Posca marker colours and the different sizes of tip, and then we've got some recommended colours for the Molotow. I think that's how you say it, Molotow. I've never actually used these myself. Some lovely colours though. And then we have materials. Now, of course, the other thing that's very important is your surface. And Angela mentioned she's had to do extensive testing, and it's best to use a smooth coated paper because you need a surface that's very easy for blending. And she doesn't actually mention any makes of paper, but when I was on her channel, I noticed she has a video on testing paper, and she actually names the different types of paper that she uses and she thinks are good. So I'll try and remember to link that video in the description box. Now here we have other materials. Getting started, marker preparation, cleaning the markers. Lots of people don't even realise you can do that. Marker control and choosing colours. So we have a colour wheel and some popular colour schemes. Value and contrast. Mixing techniques, how to lighten, darken, desaturate, shift temperature and mix colours. Some different drawing techniques, so maintaining sharp edges, filling in shapes, softening edges, overlaying colours and smudging. Then we have the very important blending techniques. And here we have a sunflower. So this is going to be a lovely, easy project to start with. So we have the type of marker, the size of marker, anything else you need, and the colours. And they're all step by step, and that all looks fairly easy to understand and easy to follow. Then we have a similar project with roses, some bell flowers, some blossom, and we have trees in spring. That's really beautiful. I love that. Summer. So you get lots of practice with these trees. Autumn. Really lovely colours. And winter tree. Now we move on to composition and planning your composition. Atmosphere and light. Cast, shadow and textures, and some helpful tips. Now we get to the actual projects. So we have here the mountain, so you can see more detailed instructions, and I would say I haven't actually tried any of these, but from reading it through I would say that this is going to be quite easy to follow. Moon, the sunrise. See, the colours are so carefully chosen. The misty morning. I really love the colours that Angela uses and the way she creates these paintings. We've got twilight. So there's not any really fine detail, but we just have this wonderful use of colour. Really very attractive paintings. So if you're interested in landscapes and using markers, I think this would be a fun book to have. It's going to take a bit of practice, especially with the blending, but if you get stuck, Angela has lots of videos and I've watched a few of them and I was really intrigued, and I just think this would be a fun book for someone to try. You're not going to have to get out paints and water, you just need your markers and a few other things and lots of practice. So we're nearly at the end now. So it's nice that all different times of day have been covered, different types of building, different parts of the world, and there we go. And I just think this is a really fun book. Something very different, and you know, I do like to show you different things as well, and even if it doesn't appeal to you, you may know maybe a younger person who would like to try this with a bit of help. This would be great fun. So that's Art with Markers by Angela Pan.